everybody. I know that October is almost over, but I have yet to share with you guys what I read in September, so I'm going to do a really quick September wrap-up. Since I only finished 3 books from start to finish last month, I'm just going to jump right ahead to the first book, which was The Martian by Andy Weir. I think I started reading it at the end of August and I didn't quite finish it until a few days after September started. And I know I really wanted to read this book because I watched the movie and it was just so fantastic, and I heard that the book was better than the movie, and I do have to agree with that perception because this book is more descriptive. Mark Watney goes through so much more issues and turmoils, so much crap happens to him. The only thing I really had to glaze over was a lot of the scientific and astronaut type stuff. Like, I just had to kind of go with the flow with a lot of those technical words because it just kind of was not something that I could really retain in my brain. But other than that, I seriously did love the humor of Mark Watney as he is stranded on Mars. And I just seriously absolutely love this book, and I recommend it, especially if you have watched the movie, just because this book is so much better than the movie and it is so worth it, and it actually reads very, very quickly. So naturally, I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5. It doesn't quite hit the 5-star mark just because of some of the technical jargon. The next book I read and finished was Black Iris by Elliot Wake, formerly Leah Rader. And I read this book based off of a recommendation from Sam from Thoughts on Tomes. And let's just say this book is right up my alley. You have unreliable narration, unreliable characters, you have this plot going on of revenge. And this book kind of jumps around in time, which threw me through a loop when I did it on the audiobook, but I just kind of went with the flow and just read it and enjoyed kind of this spastic, jumbling thoughts of our main character, which is Lainey, and learning about the plot on why Lainey is seeking revenge on these specific characters and just kind of what happens in her past to really make her the character she is today was so entertaining. And it's really one of those stories where you just have to go along for the ride all the way up until the end. And so I definitely did enjoy this book a lot. And so I am giving it for sure a 4 out of 5. And then the last book I read was Night Study by Marie V. Snyder. This is the second book in the Soul Finder series, and just Yelena and Valak go through so much crap, and every chapter ends on their own individual cliffhanger when it switches point of views to the other characters in the story. A lot of things are going on as we are trying to save Ixia and Satya from plots to infiltrate the government and just create this war between these two fairly docile countries. I do really love Marie V. Snyder's writing style. I mean, this is the 8th book I've read that she's written, so obviously I really like her, and I do have to say that I'm starting to get annoyed by the constant cliffhangers. I really want a little bit more of something before it switches point of views, but that's only because each cliffhanger is so intense. I mean, I think she maybe intentionally does that to make you want to keep reading, because I tend to read these books very, very quickly. But anyway, again, I really do love the characters, and I mean, I wouldn't be reading this book series if I didn't love the characters or writing style or anything like that. So this book definitely gets a 4.25 out of 5, which means I had a very great reading month in September, and my October reading month has also been so fantastic so far. And so I'd just like to end on the book that I am currently reading, which is Stormfront by Jim Butcher, which is the first book in the Dresden Files. The main character, Harry Dresden, is a wizard, and he's also a private investigator for hire. So all in all, I'm really excited to finish this book. I need to finish it because two of my friends have highly recommended this series to me. So I can't wait to actually set aside reading time to finish it. Anyway, so what books are you currently reading and are really excited to read for the end of October? Please let me know in the comments down below, and I really hope to see your faces again next time. Thanks for watching this video, and until next time, goodbye!